are inherently speaking, friends, we have the capacity to live beyond the current position. The truth is, if you cannot communicate yourself as a blessing to the next person, if you cannot communicate your conviction or your gifting, then you can never be a blessing. Let me cite a vivid example for you. There is a story of the 3 young men, right, in Babylon, and they were named Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. You can remember the story in Daniel chapter 3 that King Nebuchadnezzar, as at that time, erected an image and mandated every Babylonian at that time to go bow down to that image. But these 3 wise young men, they said they were not going to bow. Of course, they were Jews. They've learned by virtue of trainings, by virtue of knowledge, that you are not to bow down to any graven image. And they said they were not going to bow. What then happened? They were thrown into the furnace, right? We all know the story. If you're not a Christian, maybe you can go read the book of Daniel chapter 3. You can just Google Daniel chapter 3 and read the story. Such a profound story. Now they were thrown into the furnace of fire so that they can be burned alive, so that they can die, and just lost it, because that was the threat from the king. If you refuse to bow, you'll be thrown into the furnace. And they said, no problem. If our God is unable to save us, if he decides not to even save us, that's fine. We are totally okay. At the end of the story, we realized that the king himself had to now mandate the entire city of Babylon that from now henceforth, the God they should begin to serve should be the God of the 3 young men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. That was the height of somebody communicating his or her belief to a system that was already mandated to pull them down. It was a trial of their faith at that time, but they never gave in. They were able to communicate their conviction, all right, to the level that the whole nation had to, rethink their conviction to say, this is what we should follow. Their God should be the God we should serve. That level of conviction was so profound. They became a gift at the end of the day because they were able to communicate their conviction. So the truth is, if you're not able to communicate your belief system to the next person, maybe through your character, through the way you do your things, the way you salute people, the way you look at people, the way you love on people, then you can never be a gift. Now, the reason people do not live up to their full potential is usually because they do not understand what they've got within them. They do not understand their abilities, the God factor that is within the fibers of their being. They do not understand all of these inherent capabilities that they have to communicate to the world. Do you see that? So living up to your full potential, one of the very first steps to this is that you now begin to take inventory of your strength and your weaknesses. Now, taking inventory of all of these abilities that you have, or the weaknesses as you may look at them, is going to help you navigate your life going forward. Of course, if you look at the SWOT analysis, when you understand your strength, you'll be able to utilize and make do with the opportunities that are before you. You'll be able to utilize them so well to the level that they are able to become a blessing to you. And if you also understand your weaknesses, you will be able to mitigate the threat that would also come your way. You would be able to mitigate them. So a lot of times when people are not able to reach up to their full potential, it means that to a level they are not able to harness opportunities, because for you to live up to your full potential means that you must harness opportunities in people, opportunities in the timing that has been allocated to you, opportunity in the energy level that you bring to the table, opportunity in the people that God have also brought to your space. That is more like the team framework. Opportunity in the finances that you have access to. When you are not able to utilize all of these opportunities, right? It means that you do not understand your strength factor. You do not understand what you have as a skill set. And when you are being threatened, you are like, oh my God, my life has come to an end right now. I'm not sure I can do this. Usually it is as a result of the fact that you do not understand your weaknesses. So when you understand this different aspect of your humanness, life will become so swift and beautiful. So living up to your full potential is something so easy. Once we are able to understand the navigational tools of our strengths and weaknesses, opportunities and threats will become like a thing that we utilize for the goodness of the life that we want to live. Yes, we can all begin to live up to our full potential. Like I said already, self-awareness is a tool. The beginning of such experience is that we begin to unravel our core capabilities so that we can become our very best self. That is it, friends. It's in full cycle. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm so glad you showed up on this very session so that you can learn. I do hope that I'll see you in my next video. Once again, my name is Faith Michael. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe. In here, we have conversations around personal transformation, growth, intentional reading. All right, opportunities like this would always open you up to, the thought process that you need to be able to harness the life of your dream. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you in my next video.